Alright guys, Fuller coming to you with another video. I hope all is well with y'all. So, talk some boxing, some Negro League boxing basically, because again, what I have to say is that certain fighters are so good that they can't play with the other guys, like in the media doesn't want them to play with the other guys, and also their own promoters doesn't want them to play with the other guys. So you have, for example, Shakur Stevenson. He wants to play with the other guys, wants to unify with Oscar Valdez. Bob Arum has pretty much shut that down. We don't know when we're gonna get that fight. David Morrell. David Morrell has David Morrell, he's fighting Atlantis Fox in December, and basically John Ryder was his mandatory. John Ryder didn't want it, and also this was unknown to me, but Caleb Plant, David Morrell was at one time Caleb Plant's IBF mandatory, and Caleb Plant never even mentioned him. Furthermore, we have David Benavidez, who he actually called out, and David Benavidez hasn't mentioned him. You know what I mean? But David Benavidez has mentioned Demetrius Andrade, who fights at 160. He's not at super middleweight, so there you have it. And speaking of which, this is what I want to talk about in the video is that Eddie Hearn has written both the WBO and the WBC to mandate Jamal Charlo to fight Demetrius Andrade. This is a stupid move by him, a very stupid move, and it just furthermore proves my point about Negro League fighters and how they want these guys to cancel each other out. Now, granted, that would be a good fight, Andrade and Charlo, right? That would be a good fight, but would it be a realistic fight? Let's look at the particulars. Number one, Charlo fights on the PBC. Demetrius Andrade, he fights at the Zone. Have the Zone and PBC ever collabed to make a fight happen? The only time I think they collab that I can think of is the Andrew Ruiz Anthony Joshua fight, and that was because it was just a last minute thing. You know what I mean? So, is it really realistic to write those letters? Number two, Charlo already turned down $7 billion to fight Demetrius Andrade. Ronnie Shields just came out and said that they're not fighting Andrade, and they're still salty about the whole Rock Nation thing that occurred. This is the mouth of the trainer. He even said some things are unforgivable. This is what he said. Okay? So, if the trainer is not basically on board, what makes you think the fighter is going to be on board? Okay? Now, my question to Eddie Hearn is, okay, you're writing WBC, you're writing WBO. Where was this energy to write the IBF or the WBA to mandate a Triple G Demetrius Andrade fight, which is an easier fight to make, being that they're on the same network? Where was the energy to write the WBO to mandate Jaime Munguia fight Demetrius Andrade, who was his mandatory for 3 years? Where was that energy? Okay, now you have Jaime Munguia fighting a eliminator with Derevchenko to get the winner of Triple G Murata, when Demetrius Andrade should get the winner of Triple G Murata by default. That should be the next fight, no question. So, where was the energy to write the WBO to mandate Demetrius Andrade fight Billy Joe Saunders, either defending the title at 160 or going after the other title at 168? Oh, I know where the energy was. It was towards Canelo. Once you got Canelo, once you were able to sign him to a fight-by-fight basis, that's where the energy was. I get it now. So, I don't know what compels him to do this. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not saying it's not a good fight. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's not a good fight. Okay? I'm not discounting that it's a good fight. What I am saying is these actions could have been done a long time ago with fighters on Demetrius Andrade's network. That's what I am saying. So, now, on a final note, you have, oh yeah, I didn't think of that, but now let me think of that. Where was the energy to write the WBO, the WBC, the IBF, the WBA to mandate Demetrius Andrade and Canelo to unify the belts when he had all of them at 160? Where was that energy at? What, you didn't want your golden goose to get beat? Is that what it was? And then a new Thanos, a black Thanos would have emerged with all the Infinity Stones that most of the public is not familiar with? Was that the issue? So, speaking of which, yeah, I'm going to end it on here. As we all know Canelo to do, he's fighting his next opponent at a catchweight. He wants to fight him at 180 instead of the cruiserweight limit 200, which means he's going to effectively weight train him. This is not new. Canelo fought Matthew Hatton at 150, I believe. He also fought Amir Khan at 155. He was also trying to fight Dimitri Bivol, or there were rumors that he was trying to fight Dimitri Bivol at a catchweight as well. So, no surprises there. We already know how he moves and operates. But Eddie Hearn, he's an idiot for this move. And we know what it is, you know. So if you're an up-and-coming boxer and you're of, African descent, being you're from the Caribbean, continental Africa, America, North America, just strive to be a Negro League fighter, because that means you're too good, As I said, when you're a Negro League fighter, that means you're too good. You're too good for the rest, So a reminder to myself as well, strive to become a Negro League fighter. But anyhow, that's all I got for now. Fula signing out. Enjoy.